Hello, beautiful beings. How are you all today? I hope you're well. Daneaya Z coming at you on June 28th, 2021. Thank you for you. Thank you for being a part of my day. Thank you for taking time to watch, like, comment, share, provide feedback. It is such a gift, and I am so grateful. Thank you for your part in my story. Thank you. Okay. What I want to talk about today is discipline and how discipline is actually the highest form of self-care and self-love that there is. Now, for me, for a long time, discipline was a very hard word. It created hardness. It didn't feel good, right? It brought up images of punishment, of military, of just hard and harsh. And sometimes it goes so fast in there, it's hard for me to slow it down and find words. When hypnosis came into my world and I began to dive deeper into unwinding my story and coming back into my own heart, I got to learn how to soften on myself, right? I've always had really high expectations of myself, and I was very hard about them, which meant that I was hard on myself, really hard on myself. And I still can be. It's something that I actively work on, to soften around myself. And as I unwound everything, I really began to understand that choosing you and self-care are key. They're key. Choosing you all the time for me was a really hard concept to wrap my brain around, because to me it felt selfish. To me it felt like I was selfish, and I've learned that it isn't. That as you choose you and as you deepen the connection to yourself, you become softer. And I don't mean, I'm talking about soft, like in that soft, quiet power, like I talked about a few videos ago. And in that place of soft, quiet power, the awareness and the ability to choose oneself first, it becomes natural and normal and easy and effortless. And as that happens, one of the things that we get to practice in that journey is discipline. All right, now if you think about discipline, it is more than just, punishment and military style, and that's always what pops into my head when I think about discipline. But discipline is consistency. Discipline is choosing one thing over another. All right, so I got to use a lot of discipline in showing up here on these videos. It's June 28th. I've been online. I've shown up in a video more in the month of June than I have in my whole life. And there were times in this month where that required a lot of discipline. It was a conscious choice. It was no, I said I was going to do it, and I am going to do this. And I invite you to look at other areas in your life where you get to apply discipline. It could be the gym, it could be changing a habit, it could be changing a mindset, it could be just about anything, really. Discipline. We start off, brushing your teeth just popped into my head, right? Like, okay, so we teach our kids to brush our teeth, right? You brush your teeth. Well, there's still a discipline in that. There comes a point where you can't stand over your kids and helicopter parent them and tell them, "Hey, brush your teeth." It becomes, a habit, a routine, internally motivated, externally motivated, whatever, but you still get to choose to do it. And that's a form of discipline. So when we love ourselves enough to consistently show up and do things that are uncomfortable, and to do those things that require that, self-kick in the ass, for lack of better words, getting up in the morning, doing all those things. And I don't know why we're taught not to. I don't know why. I don't know where that comes from, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, we could talk about that for hours. At the end of the day, what are we going to do about it? What's our solution? And I invite you to look at all those times that you show up you know, whether it be a traditional job or for all of us self-employed people out there, we still have to show up. You know, I have clients today and I get to show up at those times. That takes discipline. You know, you have a job, whatever your hours are at your job, it takes discipline to show up there. What if you could take that discipline and apply it to something inside of you, and apply it to yourself? It could be meditating every day, it could be reading every day, it could be a daily yoga practice, it could be not smoking, it could be not drinking, it could be anything. Anything. It takes discipline. And when we choose ourselves first, discipline is needed. And to stick with that discipline is truly the best and highest form of self-love that you can give yourself. So choose you. Love you. I invite you to ask yourself, how can I choose myself today? And then apply that discipline and stick with it and see what happens. All right, beautiful beings, I love you all so very, very, very much. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye, everyone.